voodoo, they use the voodoo doll. You've heard of the voodoo doll where they can poke needles into certain parts of somebody's body, and that part of that person's body hurts
Right.
and experiences
Right,
pain?
right.
Like if I was to take a needle and shove it into your jugular 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, you would get 3, 4, 5 experiences of pain in that particular portion of your body.
Would I know?
According to voodoo law, absolutely. So what I'm asking you, because I know you're very abreast in this subject, is witchcraft the same as voodoo? Is there a correlation?
I don't know.
Because I got to tell you what.
Don't have a clue.
There might be something correct about what this witch is experiencing over in the Saudi Arabia, so to speak. Because, if it does in fact include voodoo dolls and poking body parts, I had my penis, and this could have something to do with my impotence, but I'm going to say she's not the witch. There's a witch doctor at this quack of a medical group called the Boston Medical Group, because that fucking foreign doctor shoved a fucking needle right in the side of my penis. He pricked my prick, if you will, and tried to give me an injection erection. So I'm wondering if he is, in fact, the voodoo doctor, the witch doctor practicing witchcraft, and not this chick overseas in Saudi Arabia. I'm telling you right now, Boston Medical Group, stay away from him if you're experiencing impotence or erectile dysfunction of any sort, because they are a bunch of quacks.
Update still, we're still banned from the chat room.
Oh, Christ. Also, folks, we're about ready to get our friends from iloveroadhead.com on the air, but let me just say this. We will be addressing, as you all know, I'm sure any of the people that are visiting our chat, not our chat room, what the fuck do you call our comment board?
Well, they may be visiting our chat room, but we can't.
We can't see who the goddamn fuck is in there. But let me just say this. If you go to our comment board, at fromtheville.com, the Libsyn page over there, our friend Anonymous from North Dakota apparently
She's back.
has returned to the comment board
Yes.
after her little fiasco last week, and we will be discussing that. But let's call Tim Mack at iloveroadhead.com and see what's going on with those guys. We are calling the greater Philadelphia area, if you will.
Also coming up on the show still, the Great White, the band Great White, and pregnant women.
Oh, I like pregnant women and the band Great White.
Accused of assault.
In fact, I have been with pregnant women, well, fucking them 2 songs from Great White.
Hello.
Hey, Tim Mack, this is Steele from the Ville. How you doing?
Good, man. What's happening?
Not much. What's happening? I'm here with my co-host Martin, one of the ugliest men on all of radio.
Thank you very much.
You guys, of course, you are the, I believe, CEO, is it, of iloveroadhead.com?
I like to say head of operations.
Oh, my.
A little better term.
Very filthy. So
Yes.
we actually told our listeners, we actually ran into you guys a couple weeks ago in January at the AVNs out in Las Vegas. I believe we ran into each other near the Ron Jeremy booth, if I'm correct.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Yep. I actually shot some footage for you guys. Yeah, it was a crazy time, man. Myself and my business partner Doug, we headed out there, and just to do some promoting, and it was a great time.
Yeah, was that your guys' first trip out there?
Yeah, actually, people have been hitting us up like, you need to go there, you need to go there. We finally said we need to go there, and it was the craziest time, craziest 3 days we ever experienced.
Yeah, it was a good
So
time.
tell
We
people
enjoyed it.
about I Love Roadhead. What exactly is it? What do you do? What's going on over there? How's your penis? Tell us things.
Okay. Briefly,
Start with the
people
penis,
have-
actually.
What'd you say?
Start with how's your penis doing? What do you got? What do you got in the
penis is
pants?
Very sore.
Oh, it's sore.
It's very good, man. No.
Oh,
Just
okay.
too much roadhead, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Not sore.
I love Roadhead.
So what is
Go on.
Roadhead? What is iloveroadhead.com?
All right. For your listeners that don't know what roadhead is, pretty much in layman's term, it's when a guy's getting a blowjob while driving. There's different terms, freeway fellatio, whatever, but it's getting head while in the car. Pretty much, I built a website around a product I created. It's called the Roadhead Emergency Kit. I don't know if you guys checked that out.
Yeah, we did see some of that, but touch on that and tell our listeners what that is.
It's a gag gift, no pun intended, but it's fully functional.
Right.
It includes pretty much in case something happens when accidents will occur in the car or whatever. Say you're getting a blowjob and the girl spits it up on your pants or something. This kit has a bib which you would put on your penis before you're getting a blowjob.
Oh my!
It comes with a spit cup because as you know, not all girls swallow.
Yes. I don't like
there's
those
a cup
girls.
there so you can spit into it.
Okay.
It's got a cleansing wipe get you out of any sticky situation, and a breath mint because you don't want to taste your own junk after a girl just got done blowing you. So
Yeah, it's not my top
pretty
choice,
much.
but I will do it if I have to. I'll take one for the team. But let me just say this. We've actually had, this is very interesting, the survival kit of yours for Roadhead. We actually had a girl who joined us on air a long, long time ago, actually somebody we grew up with, that got in a car. She was giving Roadhead, if you will, to the driver of this vehicle back when we were in high school, and they actually spun off the road. It was during the winter, and she's very promiscuous, and she's excellent at the fellatio arts, if you will. And they actually spun off the road and went into a ditch. Now, do you have anything that could, like any floaties or any sort of the jaws of life or anything that can get you out of a vehicle wreck after somebody gets in a roadhead accident?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, we've heard some horror stories. We've heard stories where the girl bit down on the guy,
yes.
sort of decapitated him. I mean, it's dangerous. I mean, obviously roadhead's dangerous, so use precaution. I mean, the jaws of life, God forbid. I mean, that's probably your least of your problems. I mean, worry about your junk more important. But we actually have some safety tips on the website. A couple of them, proper hand position for the guy. We tell him to keep, your left hand at 12 o'clock, and right hand on top of her head.
Right.
Pull the seat back, give her enough headroom so that she can maneuver and stuff. And most importantly, just, set it to cruise control. We advise 69 miles an hour is a good speed limit.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Now, is there a tourniquet involved in this kit in case there is some accidental clamp down and where you have to somehow stop it from bleeding? You don't want to lose
We'll have
that.
to. That'll be in the next kit we designed, the extreme emergency roadhead kit, I guess.
Now, Tim, I'm a married guy. Do you have anything like I know you sell T-shirts, bumper stickers, and all that. Do you have anything for I used to love Roadhead? Is that anything in the works?
Yeah, it's called a roofie.
Actually, we get numerous emails from people. We'll host parties, all across the country or whatever. We give out free products. I mean, the kit itself, I would suggest, get a kit, put it in the glove compartment. Next time you're in the car with your wife, girlfriend or whatever, just say, hey, honey, can you get me something out of the glove compartment? The kit falls out. She looks at it. Oh, what's this? It kind of sparks the conversation, and then, she's like, oh, maybe I want to try it out. I mean, that's what most people help. That's how it helps most guys. We have a foundation. I mean, if your girl, you're saying she's not into giving head or roadhead.
Yeah, I'm married.
And you should see.
No, what else do I need to say?
Believe me, he didn't get much.
And my balls smell like absolute.
Yeah, and they've
been near my ass for a long time.
He's hideous.
I would suggest we actually run a head foundation. We 69% of the proceeds from our website go toward a fund where we teach girls how to give proper roadhead. It's sort of like a 12-step program to get them back on their knees. So if you want, you can come out to Philly here. We can put her through the 12-step program.
Now, are you the one? I hope you're not the one teaching them. I mean, you're not putting your mouth around a banana or something, are you? Or do you have actual girls teaching the course?
We actually have a woman.
This is fantastic.
Very experienced in giving roadhead.
Now, is this woman? I see that you guys also crowned Miss Roadhead 2007, Miss Courtney Lee, who is fantastic, by the way. Do you have anybody in plans in the works for Miss Roadhead 2008? I was wondering if Martin and I could get involved in this contest, possibly. And I'm not talking get involved in picking. I'm talking him and I are running in the pageant. Are
we going to be giving somebody Roadhead?
No, I'm thinking you and I should be contestants in this thing. I'm talking about getting all dolled up with a sash and a crown and being crowned queen of Miss Roadhead or whatever 2008. I was wondering, can we be participating in this in any way, shape, or form? Or we could go on and have all the participants possibly give us Roadhead.
You can be a part of Miss Tranny I Love Roadhead 2008 if you want.
Oh, we actually had a tranny that just called into the show.
Yes, we just had a tranny on the show before you folks. And, of course, Rick Shapiro, who joined us last show, had a lot of stories about experiences with trannies.
A lot of tranny material on the show tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So from the looks of your website, I've been on there several times. It looks like you guys are involved in a lot of other things, though. You guys also produce, it looks like bumper stickers, T-shirts, thongs, if you will, with different sayings and phrases and whatnot.
That's our main company. We are in the custom screen printing business. So yeah, aside from the I Love Roadhead website, we do provide custom screen printing services for anyone looking to get T-shirts, bumper stickers, whatever, anything made. So, we are a multi-tasking company. We also own a company called HireLittlePeople.com, where we manage about 75 little people, midgets, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, that's
throughout the country.
fantastic.
Dwarves.
Yeah, there's a whole host of names for them. So you actually hire. This is an organization or a company that like, say we wanted to hire a midget for an event of any kind, we can hire them,
Right.
and you guys send us. What's the going rate for that type of thing?
$200 an hour.
Oh,
Jesus,
okay.
are you fucking shitting me? I would think they should get half a minimum wage.
That's horrible.
They're little fucking people. They don't need the full minimum wage. They're tiny. What are they going to do with $200 an hour?
They're not charging by the foot. Anyway, it looks
they're
like
half size. They should get half price.
from the looks of it, it looks like, from looking on your website, to me, from what I can gather, is all you guys do is do events and it looks like you guys just party your ass off and have a good time. What's going on with you guys? I wish I could get in on this gig.
That is correct. Actually, there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes. People think we live the crazy life, but we do operate 9 to 5 on a daily basis. But it has its perks. I mean, being able to go out to a bar and being able to slap bumper stickers on girls' ass on their tits. If you go to the website, there's actually a whole TNA section.
You guys got
where,
so many hot chicks on your site that are holding up iloveroadhead.com stickers, and they got shirts on and panties and thongs and thigh highs and the whole 9 yards. I don't know what's going on, but I like the sounds of it.
Still,
yeah, it was great. Actually, we went down to Panama City about 2 years ago, and for 15 days straight, all we did was stand on the beach and put temporary tattoos on girls' tits and ass.
Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough day at the office. Yeah, I feel sorry for you guys.
Steele, I just did some calculations. We're going to need to raise $1,000.
Oh, okay. We need a midget for 5 hours?
No, we need 5 midgets for 1 hour.
Oh, my.
To compete in the Miss Little FTV contest 2008.
Yeah, do you have are there females involved in this HireLittlePeople.com?
Yep. We have female little people as well.
Would any of them be interested in a pageant for Miss from the Ville? If we pay them the standard rate.
We can definitely arrange something with you guys. That would be great.
Miss Little from the Ville.
Because I see that you guys are based out of Philadelphia, correct?
Correct, yep.
Okay, I see you guys got a big St. Patrick's Day party coming up at McFadden's in Philadelphia. I don't know if we have a lot of listeners on the East Coast. I know we do up in New Jersey and New York. I don't know if we have any in the Pennsylvania area, but if so, it looks like you guys have an official I Love Roadhead little person or midget called Chuck Love. He looks amazing.
Chuck Love, he is our number one guy. Actually, I was hoping to have him here in the office to talk to you guys, but we actually have a last-minute booking. He's actually at a strip club right now. Probably getting a lap dance for the 10
Lucky little bastard.
Now, is he doing the stripping, or is he at the strip club getting stripped upon?
They're actually on a contest called Midget Makeout.
Oh.
Where he's probably on stage right now competing he's hooking up with probably like 10 different chicks. I just talked to him about 5 minutes ago. He's about to go up on stage. So
that's fantastic.
They're doing a skit called Midget Makeout.
I got an idea, Tim. I don't know if you'd be interested in this, but next year at the AVNs, I'm going to talk to you before we go. Everywhere I go at the AVN Awards, I would like 3 midgets just around me at all times. I don't know what that's going to cost.
As bodyguards.
It doesn't matter. I just want a bunch of midgets hanging out with me on the floor of the AVN.
Can we hire him as bodyguard? What type? Let's go down a rundown as to obviously acting and doing some sort of gigs like that. But what else do people contact HireLittlePeople.com and have them sent out to do? Is there other specifics, or what's the weirdest thing somebody has requested?
I mean, we don't do any exploitation, like the crazy gigs like bowling or midget tossing or like that.
Right.
The craziest thing
it's illegal.
The craziest things we do, we sent up a little person up to Sirius Satellite Radio on Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
He wore a sombrero hat.
Okay.
And we put nachos around the brim of the hat, and then we put salsa in the top of the hat, so it was like a walk-in nacho tray.
Oh, that's fantastic! I'd like to have one of those in the studio. That would be amazing. So sometimes we get the munchies doing the show.
Exactly. It's the perfect height too for dipping. Right?
It's
3.5.
very
feet there,
innovative.
so.
I like what's going on over there. Now, looking back to iloveroadhead.com, it looks like I saw some interesting things. You had some examples of some of the shirts and stuff you guys make with your screen printing end of it.
Correct.
I saw one that I got a kick out of called "Ass the Other Vagina." I'm wholeheartedly on board with that one. I agree. I saw a Blumpkin with a stick girl giving head to a stick man sitting on a crapper.
Yep. The Blumpkin's very popular now. Have you ever got one?
Yes, I have actually, and believe me, she claimed after she was done that she would never do that again.
I've only got the reverse Blumpkin. I've never got the Blumpkin where I was shitting. I've got the one where the chick is sitting on the toilet
Right.
taking a dump, and I
Right.
come up and stick my 2-inch cock in her face.
Yes. Now, do you have any shirts that's very close to scat? Actually, very close. Do you guys have any shirts referring to scat?
We haven't gone that far yet, but actually that's a funny idea. The reverse Blumpkin. I might have to work on that. We're actually we're coming out with a shirt. ATM. You know what that is?
Yeah, ass to mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. I get my
Now,
money out of those.
We're working on the shirt for that. We have a bunch of good shirts. I'll just run off a couple of the most popular selling ones.
Sure.
You Had Me at Swallow is a great seller.
Oh, absolutely. I can see why. Yes.
Personality will only get you so far, and after that, you better swallow. That's another good selling shirt.
A lot of swallowing going on. I like the sounds of that.
Yeah, it's get right to the point. That's what most guys want is
Do you guys
find out the girl.
Do you guys sell any shirts?
Ahead.
You sell anything aimed at anyone who bans themselves from their own chat room? Is there anything for that user?
Yeah, my moron co-host has got us banned from our own chat room tonight. We can't get back in.
Got banned from the chat.
I banned myself. By the way, update, we're still banned.
Yes. Nothing of that nature, though, I take it. What are some of the other shirts or sayings and stuff that you put on some apparel?
We have some of the real simple one-liners, like, got milk. Instead of got milk, it says give head,
Right.
Swallow, question mark. Obviously,
with a
the I
swallow.
Love Roadhead is the most popular selling one because it's versatile. A girl can wear it because
Right.
she loves giving it. A
Oh,
guy
yeah.
can wear it. He loves receiving it.
Absolutely.
Some of the girl shirts, the I Swallow one, a lot of girls that wear that, they end up getting free drinks at the bars.
A lot of
Wherever
whores.
they wear that out, they end up getting free drinks or a free
Of
ride
course
home.
they do,
So
yeah.
I would say that those girls are sluts.
they're experienced, we like to say. We don't use the term slut.
Veterans. Seasoned veterans. Absolutely. I like the cut of
Yeah,
your
sure.
jib, my friend. Well, anyway, anything else you guys got coming up or anything else you want to share with us? And let us know what's going on. Any other projects in the works?
We actually have a new clothing line we're working on right now called Midget Style. Picture doggy style, but a way a midget would do doggy style is he has to stand up on a little step stool. So
I saw this.
we're
Yes.
coming out with
I like where
Again,
that's
it's-
going. Now this I'm interested. I'm interested in the little people.
It's fantastic because I saw this. Now that you bring it up, there was also, again, with the stick people. I like the stick people shirt you guys have going on.
Yep.
But the midget style one, you got a stick midget standing on a stick stool doing doggy style on a stick broad. It's incredible.
I don't want to give you
Yeah.
too many free ideas, but you've heard of the TLC show, Little People, Big World. Little People, Big Penis may be something. Or for the female midget, Little People, Big Tits.
Yes, yes.
If you want to work on those, you can have those ideas for free.
Or you could put one in our veins, Martin Steele, big people, little penis.
there you go.
Yeah, we're very small in the pants over here.
Or if you want to work on another one, 30s Jewish high jumper.
Yeah, that's an insight. It was from a past show. We still are trying to figure that one out.
I'm still confused by it.
Yes.
An hour of my life, I'll never
I like
get
what's
back.
going on. So is there another website for this midget style clothing, or is that still on iloveroadhead.com or higher?
Yeah, it's still actually, if you type in that web address, midgetstyle.com, it actually forwards over to all the midget themed shirts that we have on our I Love Roadhead site. Eventually down the road, we'll have a whole separate clothing line, separate website where people can go and buy different shirts. Actually, a good selling one is Touched by a Midget.
Oh.
Touched by an Angel.
Yes.
It's a very popular.
I'd like to be touched
So
by a
girls
midget.
love to wear that.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make sure we get a permanent link up to your website on fromtheville.com/links. And we'll do one to each. Like right now, if you look at the screen, there's a little thing up there for hirelittlepeople.com, and
Yes.
I want to get links up for you guys.
Yeah, we will do that.
I'm a
And
big
also,
supporter of the company.
also being that we got you on the air, and obviously you are very involved in the Little People community, I like the fact that, because we're not very politically correct here. I mean, when it comes to anything, you can talk pretty much anything with us and nothing offends us. But now we can officially use the word midget, and it's not offensive. I know I've heard that the correct that's preferred is little people, but you can still use midget in this day and age, or obviously you guys do. So
Yeah, actually, the funny story. We originally were called hireamidget.com.
okay,
And actually, if you go to that web address, it still forwards over to the Little People website.
okay,
But yeah, it's sort of, midget's sort of the N word to them.
right.
But they don't mind. I mean, our guys are making $200 an hour, dude. You can call them whatever the fuck you want. They don't
Yeah, I
mind.
was gonna say, if
So-
I was making $200 an hour, you can call me a queer. I don't care.
Well, next year at the
Exactly.
AVNs, you bring a few of these guys out, and we're going to hang out with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take a few of them up to this fetish party I know.
Yeah, there we'll get them dressed up in leather and spikes and high heels, and it'll be a good time. In fact, we might get dressed up like that ourselves. But yeah, we hope to see you guys back out in Las Vegas next year for the AVNs. You guys going out?
Yeah, we will be there in full force, and I will have. I'll bring up some little people.
All right.
I'll print up some security shirts. I'll have them wear security, and they can follow you around.
Fantastic. Bring a couple chicks, and also we want to see Chuck Love in the house.
We will. I'll bring them out. I just wanted if I can touch on one thing. We actually have we're giving out free Roadhead emergency kits on the website. You go on there. There's actually a link on our main page. You can click on that.
Okay.
Get yourself a free kit. It's definitely worth it. So I encourage all your listeners to go check out the website. It's clean. There's some nudity on there, but it's mostly a novelty website where T-shirts, stickers, posters.
Believe
you
me,
name it, we got it on there.
believe me,
I don't like this nudity. I'm
Believe
very
me, our
offended.
listening audience will have no problem with the nudity. Of course, we came from a filthy, rotten network, and we're on a fucking porn channel right now. So believe me, that's not going to turn them away by any stretch of the imagination. But let me just say this: the Roadhead and promoting girls to give Roadhead and wearing bumper stickers on their bare tits. You're doing God's work, my friend. We appreciate it. We support everything you do, and I like the cut of your jib. Thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Keep
Tim.
in touch, my friend.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Steele,
Yes.
enough is enough.
What are you talking? I didn't do anything. What's going on over there? Are you reprimanding me for something? What did I do?
Enough is enough.
What are you talking
And I'm not
about,
talking
asswipe?
about the 80s group starring Chip Zenoff. Wasn't that his name, Chip Zenoff?
I don't know what you're talking about. There was a show called Enough is Enough.
No, that was 8 is Enough. With
You're
Dick-
right.
Dick
Absolutely.
Van
Dick
Patten
Van
and Adam
Patten and
Rich
Buddy Lembeck.
And I believe, Willie Ames.
Yes,
was
absolutely.
one of-
I'm mistaken, my friends. It's not very often that I get my 70s and 80s lingo wrong, but I absolutely got that fucking... It wasn't a sitcom. It was an hour-long drama, was it not? Or was it a little
I
above?
wish-
It was a lighthearted drama, was it not?
I'm very upset that I can't get into the chat room.
I know,
right
you
now.
just... See, you talk about me and my blogging. It's you in this chat room.
No,
You're all
here's
worked
the
up
problem.
about the chat room.
I feel bad that we hung up on Tranny earlier.
I don't.
And I'm afraid that he is left. He may have killed himself by now because he got hung up on
He
by
didn't
Martin.
kill. As
Like,
long as Morrissey's still putting out records, Tranny will live till the day Morrissey
He
dies.
might be in the chat room hanging out right now.
We don't know that.
But he might be gone. He might have bittered on us.
Oh, Tranny's not going to bitter.
I hope he didn't
For Christ's
sour.
sakes, he's got pretty thick skin for a tranny. I mean, Christ's sakes, he's fucking.
I
goes
don't
on the-
know, though. I don't know. He might be sour. and has
Tranny's
no way of-
fine.
Tranny, call in again and tell us if you're sours.
Tranny's just. You know what Tranny is? Tranny is in search of a penis.
Well, yeah, that's his whole point.
Yes. So, I mean,
That's-
as long as there's still hope for him to
what he
get a
does.
surgically replaced penis, he'll still be living and breathing, my friend. So, anyway, let's go ahead. What are you talking about?
Enough is enough.
What the fuck would you get? Knock it off. I didn't do anything. I'm fucking minding my own business.
You remember last week, Steele, we wrote a letter from a mother in North Dakota?
Oh, yes, a very lovely young lady. She's beautiful.
back.
Oh, my. Good Lord. Looking forward to this.
I wrote to your filthy little show because I am a mother of 3 beautiful teenage sons,
Oh, I'm sure they're just adorable.
ages 12, 14, and 15.
Oh, well, that's great. Just post that online with all the pedophiles out there. That's fantastic. Why don't you put your address and phone number up, too, you cunt? Jesus Christ, my aching horror
I
bags.
don't
Go
know
on.
if we
my
need to call her names.
I didn't call her a name.
She's a mother of 3 beautiful teenage sons.
Yes,
don't
I know
think
that. And those 3 beautiful
necessarily-
teenage
It
sons.
doesn't necessarily mean she's a cunt.
It doesn't mean she's a cunt, but it means those 3 kids came out her cunt. As far as I know, you can't give birth. Well, you can with a C-section, but other than that, if you're giving natural birth, it comes right out your vag. Like a poop chute. Absolutely. Go on, my friend.
I happened to enter their messy room to clean it while they were at school the other day.
Well, they may be beautiful, but they don't sound like they're real disciplined. They got a messy fucking
what do we
room.
got here? We got a phone call here. What's going on?
Do we have to answer every call that comes in?
Yeah, right now.
No,
Caller.
we don't. Hello.
Do you really think you guys mean that much to me that I would kill myself because of one hang-up?
Oh,
yes,
God,
yes, we do.
We're that important. We definitely can give people suicidal tendencies. Look at us, for Christ's sakes.
Well, Tranny,
we're very important people.
one hang-up might not have done it, but two might. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, sir. No, are you right?
Or ma'am. Yeah.
Are you addressing this person properly? That is something.
I don't know.
Learn how to address people before you hang up on them, for Christ's sake. Anyway, this is something.
Fun.
Tranny Steve calling in again. Calls in 3 times the charm. They say 3 times the charm. Absolutely, 3 strikes and you're out. Now, did you see how he tried to fool us? He called with a block number.
That was a completely different phone number.
Oh, I like what's going on with him. I like the cut of his jib over there.
I bet you he knows how to get up different numbers. He probably knows how to get in the chat room, too, which we right now
we can. Yes, we're technologically retarded over
I am the mother of 3 beautiful teenage sons, ages 12, 14, and 15. I happened to enter their messy room to clean it while they were at school the other day.
How tough is it for a kid to clean his fucking room every once in a while?
Really? If you were such a good mother, they would have their own
I'd kick
rooms
these
clean.
sons of bitches out of the house. Filthy, rotten pigs.
I think they take her for granted.
Absolutely.
Well, they had left their computer on, and your website's homepage was on the monitor
Oh,
screen.
my Jesus Christ. That's not good. Okay.
Your site was even listed in their favorites of all things. Well,
Oh,
at least we're in somebody's favorites.
Yes. I know we're not. I know we're not officially in my favorites. I know
Standing
that
for
much.
us. That's good.
Yes, that is something. All of a sudden, it looks like Richard Belzer is in the corner of the screen. Oh, wait, that's my co-host, Martin. You look a little bit like Belzer for
go
some
fuck
reason.
yourself.
Oh, my. Okay, go on. Second paragraph.
So I clicked on the episodes page, and that's when I was shocked by your foul language and soulless spirits.
Oh, apparently we have soulless spirits.
Because I am a mom, and a damn good one at that. By the way, Steele, I reserve the right to come back to this being a damn good mom. I'm going to come back to this later.
Oh, good.
So can I reserve that right
you
to recall that
but
witness?
If you think I don't have a rebuttal for that one, too, you're mistaken, my
we're
friend.
going to get into that.
Okay,
how
I got
good
that
of a
one
mom
circled
she is.
right here. Absolutely.
First off, their fucking room is so filthy that she's got to clean it because they don't even like her
Very
enough.
unappreciative.
They don't respect her enough to clean their own rooms.
See, no, that I don't care for.
I shouldn't talk bad about it. Their kids like us. We're in their favorites. That's one good thing.
Go on, my friend.
Blah, blah, blah. I snooped around your website to learn more about what my boys were being exposed to.
Isn't she a nosy little slut?
That's uncalled for.
Oh, that was a little
At
bit
that
over the line.
time, I saw pictures of you guys with topless whores.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you write that, or is that?
That's what
I'm
she
looking
wrote,
in my thing.
sir.
What paragraph are we in? I
Second
lost track.
paragraph.
Okay,
At that time, I snooped around your website to learn more about what my boys were being exposed to. At that time, I saw pictures of you guys with topless whores.
Well, they're not whores; they're porn stars.
Exactly.
There's a huge difference. But you're right about that; they were topless. And yes, sorry you had to see that. That's a despicable display on our part. We understand that. But aside from that, if you saw us with topless whores, did you see my co-host doughy, pasty, white, bare ass?
Bare ass.
Now that is uncalled for, and that should be taken off the website because that's disgusting.
There is no explicit warning about this on your page at all, which may be grounds for a lawsuit.
Oh, I've been welcoming this for quite some time now,
honey,
ma'am.
not
Absolutely.
for nothing, but what are you going to sue us for?
You're
Our
gonna sue
flashing lights and
our
webcams?
good looks.
Would you like my we drink Blatz, for
Yes.
Christ's sakes.
Sue us. I have been waiting for this moment since the day we started the show. I am open for a lawsuit, sweetheart. Absolutely, Tuts. You take us to court, and I'm there, my friend. I'll even testify on my own accord. I'll get up on that stand and testify against myself because I'm all for a lawsuit, and you can take us down, and you can take my debt. And
What the fuck does she think she's going to get by suing us?
I can't wait.
We have a banner that I made in my printer.
Isn't that? That's worth about, how much is paper? How much per sheet?
I can send her a fucking stack of stickers, some T-shirts, and a pen.
I can send you some Come Clean. They may be used, but I can send you some Come Clean, my friend. Oh, this sweetheart's
Fuck
something
does
else.
she think she's going to sue us
Okay,
for?
what else does Precious have to say?
I also read some of these disgusting glossary.
Well, that I agree with. There's some things
Which
that
would explain, this is where it gets good, Steele, why my 14-year-old has been using some, let me go air quotes here, colorful language as of late.
I like the use of the dual words, the combination, colorful language. You don't hear that much. You usually hear profanity, swearing, cursing. But when somebody comes out and outright says colorful language, I know what they're talking about. And yes, that is in our glossary.
This would explain why my 14-year-old has been using some colorful language as of late that I didn't understand. Then I was appalled when I saw some of these words pop up in your glossary, like my pickle.
Oh my.
Winkler. And Washington's.
That's not good.
I got to say, this is the most money 14-year-old in the country right there.
Absolutely.
Any 14-year-old that's running around asking girls to check out his pickle. He's telling people about their Washingtons. I don't know. Maybe there's more. Maybe he's going up to his teacher and telling him she's kicking Halle Berry.
Hey, teacher, put away your blubber shutters. Absolutely. I don't know what's going on with this 14-year-old, but I love the fact he's running amok throughout the school district. He's running amok. You know, he's a pupil.
I don't know if he's in a junior high or a middle school.
I don't know either.
As we discussed last show. But I bet he's telling people they got Schembechlers after gym class.
Absolutely. I like the fact that he's discussing Winklers now. You don't hear that being discussed much around the junior highs across the country. This kid is now talking amongst his peers.
He has no clue who Henry Winkler is. Wait. Henry Winkler's the guy from The Waterboy, probably him, the coach from The Waterboy.
Yeah, and that's probably what she thought, too, till she read the glossary and found out it's dueling thumbs up, dueling cornholes. But let me just say this, my friend. I like the fact that there is a student of junior high descent who is walking throughout the halls of his school, and he's sharing with his peers. He's sharing the term Winklers and describing it and discussing it, explaining it to them. That, my friends, is absolutely outright fan.
Well, now I know where he learned them from. I removed the computer from their room and confronted my boys about all of this last week when they got home from school.
No, that's a little harsh.
I even demanded that they hand over their iPods to me. When I fell ill when I realized all three of them had several of your shows, along with rap music.
Oh, that's the detriment of all mankind. The rap music, and a show called Nobody Likes Onions loaded onto them, and that's where the problem really is. That's what's wrong with your boys, honey. I'm going to say this: you talked about being a good mother. Absolutely, good work. They should not be listening to Nobody Likes Onions because that is a awful show. It's the only thing worse is Keith and the Girl, Going Deep, and well, I got several others. Yes,
Going Deep's in a
that's in its own category altogether.
About as bad as it gets.
I don't even know if that's
and
really
the Mofo show.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Sick and Wrong is awful. I pretty much everyone but us, folks.
The Wet Spot, the V Spot.
No, I love the Wet Spot. Izzy Sinclair's fantastic. What's going on here?
I don't know.
I heard a bloop.
I don't know. Maybe someone just called us. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on here. Okay, go back to the story.
What story?
Oh, the hate mail. The thing you're reading.
That story. Okay. Looks like Chico tried to call into the show and we just ignored it. I never saw it. He can call back if he wants after we get done with this.
Come on, get on with the fucking story.
They had several of your shows and a show called Nobody Likes Onions, listening to them at school, but they were also sharing with their friends. Good work on their part. Way to spread the word. Absolutely.
No, if you
in fact, send me your address, kids, and I'll shoot you out some stickers and pens.
Actually, I see she uses the word peers. I like agree with that. That's fantastic because that means you're peers. Let me just say this. I also like the fact that this broad from North Dakota, Miss Anonymous or whatever she is, this slut, that squeezed out 3 puppies, by the way. I'm wondering if all 3 of these children are from the same dad. I wonder if they've been fathered by the same man or if there's several fathers involved in this. Maybe there's 4 or 5 dads involved with these 3 kids.
No, that's a stretch. You want to hear from Chico? Chico wants to weigh in on this issue.
Yeah. Let's
see if he knows how this works.
Yes, go on.
Chico, what do you got?
Chico.
No, it's not Chico.
Oh
it's Chico's wife. What's going on, Monica? What's going on, sweetie?
Hey, guys, how are you?
Excellent. You?
Pretty good. I was going to provide comment to your mom that you had.
Well, it's not my mom or Steele's mom, but they would be equally offended if they listened to the
I'm sure
show.
my mom wouldn't care for the show much.
My mom would take my iPod if she heard this.
Yeah, she would. Okay, what's going on? Pipe in there, sweetie. What's happening?
Well, I had some comments / criticism of the mom that wrote in. So
great.
I didn't know if you wanted me to share it or if what you guys have going on.
As long as you want to criticize her, go ahead.
Well,
or take her side. Either one's fine by me. I don't care.
Yes, you're a mother.
No. I am a mother. My first criticism is that she would actually take the time and energy to write in.
Mm-hmm.
It seems absolutely obscene to me that she would give you the time of day after
Well,
the criticism that she provided you. That's my first criticism.
Well, we
The
thank her
second-
for providing us show material, because if not, we would still be discussing the high jump techniques
Or the
throughout the
differences
years.
between middle school and junior high. But anyway, go on, my friend.
And the second is just that she, and I hope she's not listening because I'm certain this would hurt her feelings. But
Go ahead. I hope she is listening, and I hope she's absolutely devastated by this.
she's verified that she has poor mothering skills.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, she didn't raise her children well enough to know trash when they see it. I mean, I love you guys to death, but
I think
I'm not raising my children to listen to from the bill.
right. I think my thing is this: you have to ask yourself as a parent, and I'm a parent, what did you do wrong to make your children want to seek out this absolute filth?
Garbage.
I mean, this is utter nonsense. It's audio porn is what it is. And I certainly wouldn't want my child listening to it. But my child, the computer is in a common area, not in her room, and I know what she's doing online.
Yeah, because believe me, that's the least of her problems. These boys are in that computer, watching that computer in the room, whacking off to online porn more
Yes,
often than
they
they're watching
probably
us.
beat off to that video of me getting spanked.
Nobody beat off to that video
I
of you
did.
getting spanked, you sick fuck. Okay, anything else, Monica?
No, but I appreciate you using my name.
Oh, I
Well,
mean,
it popped up on
Chico's
the
wife?
screen. So.
Thank God. Chico goes by a fake name, so people won't put two and two together.
And if anybody wants to comment on anything Monica said, they can get a hold of her at 989.
Hey, he just said it.
Was it 989-992?
No. Well, anyway, we appreciate the fact that you call. We love the fact you're on our side on this one.
I don't think she is.
Oh, yeah. I often take the side. I often take your side.
Yeah, that's
Often.
fantastic.
Often. I just don't go publicly proclaiming it. That's all
Right.
there is.
As well you should. You shouldn't.
Well, I just like to say that your tits are on our website, so you may, in fact, be one of the topless whores that she was referring to.
Yes, that's true. She did use that very inflammatory remark, topless whores, earlier in this hate mail.
One thing I hate is when people get
And
confused
that
between
may have
whores and porn
influenced
stars.
my position on this whole letter. So,
Oh,
you know,
well,
that
there
she
you
is
go.
a
Well, we've-
topless whore.
Yeah, we've got a little bit more to read on this, so we're going to let you go. But she writes on, and I feel the need to read the rest of it, so hopefully she'll write in again next week.
Thanks for calling
Very
in,
good.
though.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Take care. Absolutely. Let me go back to actually. I like the fact earlier in the, I believe it's the 1, 2, 3, fourth paragraph in, because this lady White writes novels when she gets on board with downgrading our show. Anyway, I like the fact that she fell ill when she realized that all three of them were listening to our show. I like the fact that she fell. We've heard people have been disgusted and sickened by us, but this lady actually took the time to write the fact that she fell ill after hearing
That's
us.
better than I would say. I would
Yes.
say that's better than saying I became nauseated.
Yes. Oh, absolutely, because falling ill could mean a whole host
Becoming
of array.
nauseated is good in its own right.
Well, it's so specific. Nauseated means that you're sick to your stomach. Falling ill could mean anything. We could have given this broad cancer for all we know.
She's probably taking a handful of Xanax.
Oh, I hope she fell
trying
off.
to mellow out.
I hope
about
there's
this.
some sort of nervous breakdown, and maybe she has to go into some sort of
Okay.
hospitalization.
So we left off. Her kids were not only listening to these at school, but sharing them with their quote unquote peers.
Absolutely.
Well, they somehow heard the recent show on one of their friends' iPods because their so-called buddy now shared it with them.
Now,
Good work on his part.
is this buddy a so-called buddy,
I would
or
say
is it
he's
an
a-
actual
he's-
buddy?
I would
I'm
say
saying
he's a
he's
good friend.
got his friend's back. He's looking out for him, trying to provide some entertainment for
Oh,
him.
these little hooligans. My 15-year-old just called me and asked me if I wrote to you last week, and I admitted that I did. He then informed me that you referred to me in very derogatory terms.
Well, I think she did hit the nail
I
on
think
the head
that
with
was you.
one.
I think that
I
was-
didn't say a
That
word.
was my co-host, ma'am.
I didn't say
I had
anything.
nothing to do with it.
I said nothing of the sort. I said nothing.
You've
that-
already called her a cunt.
I did
in
not.
this today.
I said her kids. I said kids come out a cunt. Her cunt.
You
All
never
three of
should have read what I sent to you on air. That was just plain wrong and violated my rights. Okay, let's stop there. You never should have read what I sent to you. First off, you didn't send it to us. You posted it on a public forum.
Yes.
You didn't send us anything. Had you sent me an email and put at the end, I would appreciate if you did not read this on the air. I would have read it anyway, but I mean, I would have considered it for a half a fucking second.
Yes. I don't know where is she living in some sort of unknown cyberspace community where they think that anything you post online is so-called private?
But still, she posted it
I know.
on a public comment board.
That's
like,
fantastic.
I'll tell you what, the only way it could have been private to me right now is if you would have put it in our chat room, because I can't fucking get in there.
That's true. If you want something we won't respond to, go to our chat room because my fucking dipshit co-host locked us out of there all night.
Absolutely,
long.
I did.
You fucking tired. You're a sped. You're an absolute train wreck of a man.
Okay, next week you run the computer.
That wouldn't be good for anybody. We wouldn't even be on video right now if that was the case.
The reason I don't email you two low-life criminals
Oh, no.
that's
is
name
just
calling.
downright hurtful.
is because I would never want you to have my email address for obvious reasons, because you two would flood it with XXX stuff and garbage.
That's true. I would.
No,
you?
you know what? We have tons of people's email addresses from all kinds of shit. We have tons of celebrity phone numbers. We got all kinds of shit like that.
Yeah, but
We don't bug people.
No, we don't. But I have to admit, and I'm coming clean here. I would say that if I had her, I wonder if she's a MILF. I wonder if she's hot to trot. I wonder if she's just smoking. I wonder if she's
She
one of
loves
these
the
cougars.
Lord.
I don't know, but yeah.
Do you realize that she probably spent last Sunday praying about our show?
I bet you she was rubbing one out to us. That's my particular take on it. I think she's fantastic. I
Well,
bet
her
you she's
kids
hot.
don't. Her kids don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, but I think that's
kids
something.
are fans
They're
of
old
the
enough to know.
Let me tell you, kids.
They're getting old enough now where they got to realize that
Uh,
maybe mother isn't all she's cracked up to be.
I gotta say this though: the 12-year-old probably shouldn't be listening.
No, that's probably true. He's probably beyond our median age. or
I would. I mean, this show's not intended for
No,
you.
no,
I
no.
can't imagine that you get our 70s references. If I bring up Mr.
Shirley Hempel, what's happening?
Shirley, I was thinking of
Black. Speaking of Black History Month, which
I don't know why I just lost his name. I just watched him the other night. but-
Gabe Kaplan.
No,
welcome
well,
back.
I
Otter.
was thinking of the English neighbor on.
David Soul from
no,
Starsky
no,
and Hutch.
on Jefferson's.
Mr.
I can't think of his name all of a sudden. I'm drawing a fucking blank.
Monroe.
No, that's the gay from Too Close from Comfort.
Yes.
I'm thinking the gay Englishman.
I know who you're
that
talking
lived-
about.
lived-
The doorman.
No, not the doorman. The Englishman that lived down the hall from the Willises and the Jeffersons.
Yes.
There was Tom Willis, the white
Yes,
guy
I
with the
know.
black wife, and then the English guy.
I know. It'll come to me. All
Mr.
right.
something.
Yeah,
or other.
that's something
Anyway,
else.
these kids don't get these references. So the 12-year-old definitely should not be listened to. Probably not the 14-year-old. 15-year-old, maybe.
this chick.
But I can't imagine that. I find it strange that they would enjoy it.
Well, I'm looking at this, and she thinks
It's
that we may
strange that anyone would enjoy it.
flood
so
her
sure.
email address with. I like the fact she does not use porn or adult. Triple X is what she uses. That may have just given me her age right there. I bet you this chick's pushing 50.
I hope someone finds a way. By the way, spelled wrong. She wrote away as in one word.
Oh, that is wrong.
To take
yes.
you off the airwaves and the net for good.
That is something.
Probably not going to happen, but hey, if you could do me a favor, we're going to need some show material for next week, so go ahead and respond.
Yeah,
to this
please
one.
do. And also, please, if you want my address so you can serve me those papers to subpoena me for court when you bring down this lawsuit upon Martin Steele from theville.com and Stillmar Studios, please send us an email at steelerfromtheville.com and I'll send you my address, sweetie, and you can. I'll be more than willing to take those papers. I wouldn't even try to dodge the process server. I'll take those papers right out of his hand.
I guess, I never thought about it when I created
Yes.
the website. Do you think we need a fucking, enter if you're only above 18?
Oh, fuck them.
I don't think we do. I think it's obvious to me that kids shouldn't listen to it.
Yes.
When I was 12 years old, other than, I think I'd laugh at the swearing twice and then realize that it's not that good. I mean, I don't get any of the references. I'd rather watch some other shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't see kids being interested in this, really.
I don't know. I think we appeal to the masses, but I don't think young boys are one of them.
Now, young boys, if you do want to be appealed to by adults, Gordon P. Begog.
Yes.
44 East Charlotte,
Charlotte,
Essexville, Michigan,
894
48732. 894 something.
Yes. I wonder what. Well, they're from North Dakota. Obviously, these people are Caucasian. There's only like 2 black people in North Dakota.
I just like to say that she's probably not that good of a mother if her kids are. First off, you never put a computer in your kids' room. You got to be able to monitor your kids.
This is what I'm saying.
And your kids are seeking out filth. You can't shelter people, because I'm gonna tell you right now, Steele. You know this. You experienced this with me. We were both very much regulated throughout high school by our parents, and when we got to college, when we were on our own and there was no one waking us up in the morning, either one of us, to tell us to get up and go to class? Did we ever, in fact, go to class?
No.
You got to give your kids a sense of independence. And if it's listening to a filthy little radio show a couple hours a week, you know, really...
It's really not that big a deal in
really,
the grand scheme of
what's
things.
it going to hurt? They might see a tit once in a while on the website.
And there might be Martin's tits.
Yeah, they might...
Yes.
I mean, trust me, your kids... I got in trouble for saying a lot of shit to a lot of people in school, calling chicks whores. If I would have known enough back then to tell them they just had awful Washingtons and reeked of Schembechlers, no administrator would have known what the fuck I was talking about, and I probably wouldn't have gotten in any trouble. Now, would I?
I'm also saying this. I've seen movies. I've seen a lot of movies over the years. And I got to say this. I've seen a lot of movies that feature the domineering parent. And what happens to those children? Hence the movie Carrie from the 1970s. She was so domineering, Carrie went to her prom and killed the entire prom and set the whole school ablaze. She even dropped after she got pig blood dropped on her by the bullies. So let me just say this. Sometimes being overly domineering will send your kid into serial killing like Axe or some sort of mass murder. So you better lay off those kids. You better put that computer back in their room, give them back their iPods, and let them listen to their fucking Enjoy of the Week, Martin and Steele here on From the Ville on Tank TV, Tank Radio, the flagship show.
I would ban that. Nobody likes Onion's website.
Yeah, I would too. That's a terrible show. In fact, most of the things that your kids are listening to, podcast-wise, are awful, unlistenable, a bunch of untalented, awful hacks. So I would ban most of those, but I'd at least let Martin and Steele filter their ears every once in a while.
Steele, Rochester, Pennsylvania. A woman who is 7 months pregnant.
I like the sounds of this.
Is accused of smashing a beer bottle against a bartender's head.
Oh, I got this story too, my friend.
After she was refused another drink.
That is something. I think I dated this chick.
Not a drink. Another drink.
This is something. I've dated knocked up chicks before that are all boozed up on some liquor. Absolutely. I like the sound.
Police said, guess the race on this one. Kishara Abercrombie.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Named herself after a store.
She must be of the Abercrombie and Fitch, that great line of heiresses. Absolutely. She must be in that
30
family.
years old. She assaulted the female bartender on Saturday after being told she shouldn't be drinking alcohol.
Now, let me guess. She was drinking Ripple? What do the blacks drink these days?
I don't know.
You know,
Police say that Abercrombie also smashed a glass over the bartender's head.
Oh, my, very violent. Very brutal.
Authorities say the bartender's ear was partially detached.
Oh, kind of like a Mike
A surgeon
Tyson
used
thing?
2 staples and 28 stitches to reattach the top of the ear. Abercrombie was arraigned Wednesday on charges of aggravated assault, simple assault, harassment, and reckless endangerment. She was in the Beaver County Jail awaiting bail of $25,000.
Oh, my.
So the bartender tells a pregnant chick, hey, you know, not for nothing, but you shouldn't be drinking. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Bartenders, which I am one, I do bartend.
Right.
Mind your own fucking business.
Yes.
You're not there to teach lessons.
Now, do you think this child that she's carrying in her oven, a bun in the oven, as they like to say in the 1960s, do you think that this child, this fetus, do you think is going to suffer from fetal alcohol syndrome upon its birth?
Maybe.
This is something.
I'm saying this. Bartender, you're not the fucking social conscience of the world. Someone orders a drink, give them a fucking drink. Yeah, she's pregnant. She probably shouldn't be drinking. You're right. You're there to do a fucking job. Give the fucking chick a drink and go on with everyone's life, okay?
Oh, shit. I got a
do you
story out of Montana, and it's very interesting because the headline says, motion made in butt sex abuse case, and they spell butt very funny in the story. I don't know where they come up with the spelling, but it's spelled B-U-T-T-E. It's fantastic. Have you ever spelled butt that way?
Still.
Meaning your ass?
Still.
Your back door?
Still.
Yeah.
Where's the story from?
Montana.
Yes. And there's a butt sex abuse case?
Yes, butt sex spelled B-U-T-T-E. I think it's very. And this might be coming out of an English newspaper for all I know. The way they spell.
Yeah,
this
they
word.
do put you in the word humor and color.
Yeah, but they put an E at the end of butt. Apparently, I don't know what's going on there.
Still.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Again, where was the story from?
Montana.
Yes.
The great state
And
in
in your mind,
Northwest.
there's a butt sex.
Yeah.
What was it?
It says right here, motion made in butt sex abuse case, meaning somebody abused somebody's butt through
Steele.
sex.
I believe that this is a sex abuse case.
Yes.
Not in the butt, but in Butte, Montana.
Butte, what the fuck are you talking?
I'm talking about the
it
city.
says butt.
No, it doesn't.
This refers to rectal sex. Somebody abused somebody's anus.
No, well, they may have.
Anal sex.
They may, in fact, have done that.
Hence the word butt sex.
It doesn't say butt sex.
It says butt
butte.
sex right there.
Butte. Okay, if it happened, let's say in a local town like Saginaw,
Yes.
it would say motion made in Saginaw sex abuse case, correct?
That doesn't make any sense. What if it happened in the person's butt? Wouldn't that still be in butt sex
Well, have you
abuse?
ever seen a story saying motion made in vaginal sex abuse case? Or oral sex abuse?
Yeah. Yes. Penthouse forums.
I believe, in fact, Steele, that this is not a butt sex abuse case, but a sex abuse case hailing from the hometown of Butte, Montana.
Well, you know what? I don't like the cut of your jib, but if that's what the case is, I'm not even reading this stuff. That fucking throws the whole stuff. I thought it was about somebody's butt sex abuse case, and now you're telling me it's from a city called Butte.
Oh.
I don't care for it, and I'm not reading it. I thought that throws me off my game.
Don't you hate when the headline is so much better than the fucking story?
Well, I don't understand it because it threw me for a loop. I thought they had a misprint or they had some funny way of spelling the word butt. Like you said, I spelled tonight on blogs with a 2 and then N-I-T-E.
Yeah,
so
and
I don't know what's going
it.
on here. But I got to tell you what, if this is simply a sex case taking place in the city of Butte, Montana, I could give a fuck less about it, my friends. Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad we got to talk about butt sex because really I was feeling a little bad about earlier in the show.
Yeah.
When Monica called in and we talked about parenting tips. I felt like we had a little bit of an Oprah moment there. We were talking about parenting styles with a.
I got to
you know
tell
what I
you
mean?
what.
We were almost Dr. Phil-esque.
Well, you were like Dr. Phil, and she was like.
Tyra?
No, Sally, Jesse, or Raphael.
No, she's black. I'd go more with the Tyra.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'm going to say this. I got to tell you, I didn't want to bring it up on air because I don't like to hurt people's feelings. But when the two of you were discussing parenting skills, I got the gay bumps. I was all gayed up.
And I felt like
My bumps were gaying up.
As much as I want the show to be about something,
right?
That's not it. I want it to be about nonsense.
It's not.
I want it to be about motion made in butt sex.
Let me tell you what. I got to tell you this.
That's our home.
If this show is going down the road of talking about parenting skills, I got to tell you what. Fuck that. Let's tune on to From the Ville. You can check out Pregtastic on Ustream.tv any Saturday morning. Absolutely. Did they talk parenting skills over there? And they talk about being all knocked up and walking around waddling with one in the other.
I thought we were gonna maybe say that me and Monica could join the cast of the chicks, which by the way, a couple of them were cute that we met at the podcast convention. The ladies from the Mommy Cast.
They weren't cute.
They were kind of cute.
And you're talking to a guy who loves chicks that are all knocked up. Absolutely.
You might not think they were cute, but you'd have fucked them.
That has no bearing on their cuteness.
Exactly.
Fucking and cuteness have no relation whatsoever, my friend. I don't know what world you're living in, but you got to get in reality. You are something. All right.
Did you hear about this, Steele? Well, before we get out of here, when we're talking about absolute nonsense.
Yes.
Clear Channel, the owner of several radio stations.
They suck ass.
Yes, they will not hire Martin
Although,
Steele.
if they want to give us an offer, please let us know.
Well, I've tried. I've sent them demos, and they say it's there's too much cursing.
Oh, I don't think we're on it. I don't think we're in format for. I think Clear Channel. We have to change the show.
I've sent them several demos, and so far to no avail.
All right.
And I like my own use of the word avail.
I don't care for it. I like it in most cases, but not when you use it.
Oh, fuck yeah. I just wanted to tell you, though, that Clear Channel settled the deal with it. Remember when that fucking nightclub started on fire and all them people got killed in Jersey when Great White was playing? The pyrotechnics set the place on fire and many people.
Yes, I remember.
Great show, though, by the way. Some of the best pyrotechnics you'll ever see.
I got to tell you, I've been to a lot of concerts in my day. I've been to a lot of fireworks festivals. I've been to a lot of things where there are things set ablaze, and I got to tell you this. I wish I would have been at that one because it sounds like it was one of the best stage shows in the history of rock and fucking roll.
Yeah, anyway, Clear Channel was evidently promoting the concert. People sued them. It cost them $22 million. They settled.
Holy Christ.
They settled out of court for $22 million. If they had no responsibility, all they did was send a DJ. They played some commercials for the show. They sent a DJ to, like, MC the show.
Yes.
The DJ also died in the fire. But, they $22 million to settle it. And they say that, they had no control over what happened at the club. They did not arrange for it. They didn't pay for it. But they settle anyway. I don't like people settling for things.
I don't either. I think most of my friends have settled with their wives. Oh, here we go. Little Otis Redding, my friends. Kicking off. It's still Black History. It's still February, folks. It's still Black History Month. This one's a lot more mellow than most of the tunes we've been playing during BHM.
I like to mix it up a little bit.
favorite BMs of all time.
BM.
Oh, I meant that's not my bowel movements. I mean
What?
Black History Month. It's been a great year for BHM. Shitting on a duck home in Georgia. I lived in Georgia.
On the Frisco Bay.
Frisco, San Francisco.
The gays.
Absolutely. They don't get along with the blacks.
Look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
Still doesn't know the words exactly.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
I like this part. It's very soulful.
Look like nothing's gonna take away everything still remains.
I love my Otis Redding Greatest Hits CD, by the
I'm
way.
like a little Stevie Wonder. Do we have any Stevie Wonder?
Well, maybe, there's a couple more weeks of Black History Month.
Little superstitions. Here we go. Shit.
Oh, Rest in My Bones is that
Oh, I thought he said balls. His big black balls.
Rest in My Balls.
Absolutely. That
Yeah,
big black
great,
slong of his. Whips out his big brown banana and there's a satchel. Although I don't think blacks are known to have bigger balls than everybody. It's just a shaft.
Well, I think it's all proportionate.
Yeah.
Usually a guy with a big cock's got a big set of
Well,
balls.
I've seen some basically cranberries.
We used to do a bit called Would You Rather. Would you rather have big cock, little balls, or little cock, big balls?
Oh, absolutely.
And
That's not even a question.
no, I'm talking about super
Oh,
unproportionate.
I'm talking I'd rather have a huge penis and small
yeah,
balls.
but if you had a huge penis and a tiny
No.
marble-like sack,
I don't care.
you'd look ridiculous.
I don't
either
care.
way.
I don't care. I don't care if my balls were the size of Skittles. If my penis was enormous, I'd be elated. I'd be so
See,
giddy.
no, I
I'd
think
be
you-
whipping
if
it
you
out
had such a
constantly. I'd be
tiny
whipping
sack.
it out every day. Everywhere I went, I'd be having my penis out.
I don't know if our live viewers or any of our recorded viewers, when they see this, notice, but did you notice we did away with the flashing lights this show?
Yes, because that's what got us banned from the chat room.
In between shows, Steele went into an epileptic seizure.
I didn't do anything of the sort.
had
I
to
don't
turn
have epilepsy.
I had to turn the flash.
Folks,
You got a lot of
I have a
problems.
lot of ailments, but epilepsy, at least to this point in my life, I do not have. That's not to say I will not come down with
Don't
it at some
fucking
point.
lie. Remember when we talked to Shapiro about you guys say what happened? He went into a seizure. I had to reach into his mouth and hold his tongue out of his throat so he didn't swallow his tongue.
Well, let me ask you
In
this, my
between
friend.
shows.
Being that you have your paramedics license here, let me ask you this. Why on earth, when you were trying to revive me, did you also have your hand inside my zipper?
Well,
I don't understand what that has to do with reviving me and resuscitating me off the studio room floor.
you got to clear the trachea.
That's not my trachea, my friend.
Well, I didn't know exactly where it
The
was.
trachea is in between the upper torso and
Speaking
the
of
jawline.
distracting things, you'll also notice, Steele, I did away with the orange jacket for the second show.
Thank God.
Went to a more subdued gray.
Yes, you should be subdued, quite frankly.
You ready to get the fuck up out of here? You got anything else you
I've
want to
been
talk
ready.
about today?
I'd like to get in the chat room before we go. But
Well, that ain't going to happen until we get offline and create a new account.
Absolutely.
If you saved From the Ville, Ustream page in your favorites, go to fromtheville.com/live next week because there may in fact be a new address because if I don't get unbanned by next week, I might have to start a new Ustream page.
Also, this for all of our listeners on our podcast version or the radio at Tank Radio when we're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Also, this, if you want to see, if you missed the live shows on Saturday nights as they air on Tank TV, you can always go back to our Ustream page, ustream.tv/channel/fromtheville whatever the fuck it is.
Go to live
Go to live
fromtheville.com/live and click on the Ustream.
You can watch all the recorded shows over there if you actually want to watch
you
us
can
in
see
all
us
of our
dance.
ugliness. Absolutely.
And
Why is
hell, if you're getting us from iTunes, please go on there, give us a little review on iTunes, tell everyone what you think of the show. Unless you don't like it, then don't bother.
Yeah, which there's a lot apparently anonymous from North Dakota isn't a huge fan of.
Steele, let me tell you this. As always, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you this fine Saturday
You
night.
speak for yourself.
And I will see you again next Saturday night right here on Ustream and Tank TV.
When is it going to end?
And From the Ville and
All the
MySpace.
fucking. We have too many
Where the
goddamn.
fuck?
That's the one thing I hate about the communications age. Too many fucking sites. All right, I am out of here.
All
I'm
right, big
absolutely
thanks
at
to
my
everybody who
wit's end.
called in, everybody who participated in the chat room. I don't know who you are because I can't fucking see it.
Absolutely. Tranny, thanks for calling in twice. Sorry we hung up on you, but that's just the breaks. What can we say? Absolutely.
The Tank Community website was created for fans of Tank TV and radio. It is the only free community on the internet that you get paid for being active and playing the game. Each month you can win cash and prizes just for watching Tank TV and listening to Tank Radio and being a good little soldier by building up the Tank Army. There's a lot going on, so sign up for free and check it out. If you don't like it, that's the worst that can happen. I'll just shoot you and delete your profile like you've never ever existed. Tank TV, the adult news channel. www.tanctv.com. We'll blow you away.